My name is Jim Feldman. I'm the Chief Innovation Officer for Shift Happens. And today I'm privileged to interview Robert Watson from jTask. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself and your business?
Sure. So my name is Roger Watson, based in San Mateo, California, and we specialize in change management, specifically in change management software, to accelerate the process steps that change management practitioners execute as part of a business transformation.
Can you define your definition of change management? Because that's kind of a very broad term.
Sure, of course. So there's hundreds and thousands of books now on change management. The way we look at it is that the corporation sets out some goals, some strategic plans of which they're expected to achieve a return on investment. We're involved through a structured process of moving the people through the steps that are required so that ultimately the corporation meets their strategic goals and obviously receives the benefits they expect. And the key word there is structured approach.
So would you say that your general business practice would be top-down rather than bottom-up?
I'm basically out there doing a work process that change management professionals do, and based on what they need to do, our software reflects that and accelerates that process.
And that's a web-based platform?
It's web, it's SaaS-based. It has been going for approximately about 6 years. We've got some great customers in multiple industries who are actively using it to accelerate the fundamental activities of change management, which is stakeholder analysis, change impact analysis, and then obviously preparing the user for their future role in the future state that is tied to the organization's vision and the transformation they want to achieve.
And is one of your challenges getting the more mature executives, more mature workforce to engage in that technology? Because the millennials grew up with it.
Sure. I'd say the biggest challenge out there is that sometimes they want to use a lot of old tools in the executive suite. They don't want to necessarily embrace some of the technology that we expect, which is using cloud technology. So I think if we have a challenge, it is to work with the executives to show them the value, to allow them to ensure that their people can have greater productivity in their work tasks. That's our challenge. It's talking at the senior executive level to understand what is possible in the cloud.
And do you focus on certain niche markets, certain channels, or are you pretty much available to any?
I think that's a good question. The way we classify it is based on business risk. So if you're a very large corporation that's moving a large number of people to some new system or some new process, and there's high risk, you're obviously going to invest in change management. So across all industries, when people are faced with that problem, we can provide a solution. We don't have custom solutions for, let's say, the oil industry, the defense industry, retail industry, clothing industry. We work with them all, providing that they've got a high-level business problem with a risk that needs solid support in software for change management.
And are you the data collector? Are you the software implementer, or a combination of all of them?
So the way we work with our customers is the first thing up front is that we connect to their organizational data. There's no security or performance or salary data. So automatically, if you've got a company of 30,000 employees, we share that data with you in the cloud. And that allows us to accelerate the process. So our goal is the moment you're moving to Office applications such as Excel, or you're working in Microsoft Word, or you're working in PowerPoint, to do some basic tasks such as stakeholder analysis, change impact analysis, we can fundamentally increase the productivity of the change management practitioners and save you a lot of errors that you could potentially create in the system.
So is part of your role as an oversight to these various spreadsheets, PowerPoints, etc.?
Correct. It's a guided process for change management professionals to go through the process, and there's pretty much a fundamental process, which is stakeholder analysis, change impact analysis. Once you understand the risks, you get the resources, and then you set about doing the training and mapping people to their future role and communicating and telling people what that role is. That is a process that's in software. We've got it in software.
And so what would some of your big challenges be these days?
I think the software is mature. It's there. I think it's customer acceptance that, they can take understanding the tasks that we do, because change management is a bit of a craft industry. And I think people don't fully understand what is possible in that space. And there's a lot of books out there with everybody discussing everything from, helping, educate leaders about change. But we're down there with a tool to help people accelerate, and it deals with a lot of the activities that change management professionals do.
If you were to put on your crystal ball,
Sure.
and you look at the changes that have taken place that have been so pervasive, and let's just say the last 2 years,
Sure.
and you try to roll that forward for the next 2 years,
Sure.
what do you see happening?
I see two things. The first thing that I see is that I see a lot of project management people out there mastering change. We also do training in change management. And in 2018, about 50% of our students were project managers. So I see a lot of project managers moving into that trend. I also see the acceleration. Everybody knows about going faster. So the only way to go faster is with cloud technology and using tools that mimic process. And I think we've got it there. And I think that people will hopefully start to see that. We've got some great customers, and I'm really look forward to working on their challenges.
So to our audience, if you had one light bulb moment that you'd like to share with them, if they're considering doing a change management process or project, what would you like to say to them?
Sure, I would like to say, keep the language simple. There's a lot of talk in the change management space. Lots of terminology causes confusion. Stick to your basic business terms. You've got strategic goals, you've got plans, and you can use change management to achieve those goals. And try and avoid all the latest expressions. It applies to all industries, it applies to all generations. It's like, we've got goals, let's go to it.
Keep it simple. If nothing changes, nothing changes.
Correct, thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's been my pleasure.
And yours.
And thank you for listening.